So my project was on reinforcement learning. So when I first started this project, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I thought with our pretty broad topic range of really technology or education or anything in that realm, that there was a lot of different directions I could go, so I wasn't sure where I wanted to go off the bat. So I just started to look up technology and recent technological innovations, and something pretty important that came up, or something that was recent in technological advancements anyway, was artificial intelligence. And so I looked a little bit further into that and kind of how it's progressed recently. And the self driving car came up, and I went a little bit deeper than that, even because that's a pretty important thing, but I wanted to kind of see where it stems from. And that's how I got to reinforcement learning, which was ultimately the topic that I decided on. And the way that works is you have an agent who is told to do an action based on their environment, and then they're given a reward. And the agent is like a computer or a technological function. And so my research question was, how is reinforcement learning being incorporated and used in society today? And I thought it was important to understand the link between the two and how it could affect us. So, as far as the significance goes, I think people are generally a little bit worried about artificial intelligence, but it's coming to the common people, and it's not just for the super rich anymore, as some people might think. It is going to be used in everyday life, and I wanted to kind of get to the root of that. So it's important to learn as much as we can about it and kind of figure out where it comes from and why it is what it is. So my first article was on sumo wrestling, more or less, and the title was "When a Robot Starts to Learn Sumo Wrestling, It Acts Like a Human." Um, so when it was introduced in a one-on-one competition, it started to act more like a person did, and that was what they found through this study. So when they were offered a reward, they started to learn more and more these computer systems or these agents, and that was how they learned how to sumo wrestle like a person. If they did something right, they were rewarded. If they did something wrong, they subtracted points, and that was how they taught them how to sumo wrestle these computer agents. And my next article was about AlphaGo, which is a it's a computer system that learned how to play the super complex board game of Go against the best players in the world. And over time, they upgraded it and made it stronger and smarter and more functional until it was quicker and even better than its previous version. And um, any person that has ever played the game. And they realized that it could learn and develop unconventional methods quicker than the previous versions of itself and better than any person had. And they weren't really sure how it learned the unconventional methods, which was kind of what I found the most interesting about this topic, was how even the people running the experiments and the scientists didn't really know how it was doing all the things that it was doing. So, in conclusion, reinforcement learning lays the foundation for artificial intelligence and the way that it's being incorporated into society today. And as far as future questions go, I believe the most important one to ask as of right now, if someone were to further my research, would be what are the most recent technological advancements using reinforcement learning, and why are they important?